Please like, subscribe, and consider supporting our channel. The full raw, uncensored, no narrations, no captions, and an edited version of this body cam footage can be found in the description below. Please consider joining our Patreon. Subscriptions and donations will be used to acquire more public footage related to law enforcement activities. It really helps us do original full-length reporting like this. Sharing this video serves a compelling public interest because it is intended to illustrate the consequences of driving under the influence and discourage others doing so. Defendants are considered innocent until proven guilty. Thank you all for the support.
Elizabeth, are you able to step out for me?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna carefully cross over here in front of my vehicle, okay? Watch your step, it's watering. Right up on this yellow line for me, okay?
Yep.
Just face me.
On April 4th, 2024, at approximately 12:52 a.m., Officer Zachary Sassolino with the Wauconda Police Department responded to a report of a disabled vehicle that had crashed into ditch near Route 12 and Case Road. Officer Sassolino arrived on scene and observed that a 2011 Chevrolet Equinox had driven into a ditch between the northbound and southbound lanes. When he made contact with the driver, who was identified as Lizbeth Hernandez, he noticed indicators of impairment.
If you don't mind killing my lights. All right, I know you said you were coming from your mom's in Round Lake. What time did you end up leaving there?
Around 11:30, I think. 11.
Okay, do you know what time it is now without looking?
One.
Best guess?
1.
1? Okay. All right, you said you had a few drinks, you vodka cranberries.
Sorry, it's a little cold.
I know, it's a little windy too, it's not helping. So you had how many did you say?
3 vodka cranberries.
Okay, and at what time again?
Around 8 to 10.
8 to 10 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
You had them within an hour? You had 3 drinks?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you don't remember how you ended up in the median here?
Well, I kind of lost control and it just went into the ditch.
Okay. Are you okay? Do you need to see an ambulance? Should hit your head or anything?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Well, I'm going to check you for DUI, okay? So I'm going to check your eyes first.
Okay.
And then after that, I know it's cold out here. I'll make a decision.
It's chilly and it's windy. Yes.
I understand. So I'm just going to check your eyes, okay? And then we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right? What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you just stand with your arms in your pockets are fine, okay? This is a stimulus. You're going to stare at my finger, and you're going to follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't move your head, okay? Do you understand the instructions?
Okay, just my eyes.
Just your eyes. If you need to blink, it's okay.
Ooh.
We're almost done.
Ooh, I'm sorry, but it's cold.
Almost there. stand still for me, okay?
Okay.
All right, do you know how much alcohol you put in the drink? Did you mix it or somebody else mix it?
Yes, my mom's only my mom and my uncle.
So somebody else mixed it?
Yeah.
They made it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it a heavy pour?
No.
I have one right there in my seat.
Nothing heavy. No.
Not heavy?
No, not at all.
Okay, do you normally drink? Is that your normal drink or?
No.
You don't normally drink?
No.
Okay, is 3 a lot for you or is that normal?
3. It's normal.
Okay. It's normal. How often do you drink?
Once every weekend.
Once a weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's your max or that's just...
That's my max, yes.
Alright. What I want to do is I want to run you through the rest of the tests, okay? Because your eyes are showing me some signs of impairment,
I'm just tired. I've been up since 5.
No, I understand, but your eyes are very telling, okay? So what I want to do is if you're willing, here on the street before we bring you back to the PD, you're not under arrest, okay? Do you know the legal limit in Illinois?
That's what you say, yes. 0.08.
Okay.
I know the legal limit.
Here's what I'm willing to do.
I'm just cold and I'm freezing.
I'm cold too, and I don't want to be out here just as much as you don't want to be out here, all right? So what I'm willing to do is offer you a preliminary breath test, okay? It's a little device.
He called for an additional unit to arrive on scene to assist, and Officer Lily Meyer-Volinek arrived on scene shortly afterwards. Lizbeth admitted to consuming 3 vodka cranberries earlier that evening. Based on his suspicion of impairment, he attempted to administer the field sobriety exercises outdoors. Lizbeth was also offered the opportunity to submit to APBT, but she ultimately refused.
And I'm offering this because I don't want to see you go to jail, okay?
I don't want to go to jail
If you're
either.
0.05 or below, you're more than welcome to drive out of here, okay? But if you're 0.05 or above, then we're going to have to take a different route. But
What if I refuse? What if I refuse?
That's absolutely up to you, okay? But I'm giving you this option before we go back to the PD, okay? Do you think you're above the limit?
Maybe with 3 drinks, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run the rest of the test, but this is an option we're gonna do here on the street before we go back to the PD. Okay? So it's up to you. You can refuse. You don't have to take it. It's not admissible in criminal court, and again, you're not under arrest. Okay? This is just to help me gauge where you're at.
So if I refuse?
If you refuse, we're gonna go back to the PD. I'm gonna finish the testing because I know it's cold out here and you're shivering.
And what happens at the PD?
I'm gonna finish the testing, and then we'll make a determination on where we go from there. So if you think you're above the legal limit, you can refuse, but we're going to go back to the PD and we're going to finish the test.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to have one of my partners grab your car keys, your phone. Is there anything else in there?
I actually refuse
To what?
to taking the test right now.
Okay, then we're going to go back to the
We'll go to
PD.
PD.
All right.
Based on the motor vehicle accident, the odor of alcohol, her indicators of impairment, and her admission to consuming alcohol earlier that day, Officer Sassolino detained Lizbeth under suspicion of driving under the influence. She was handcuffed, placed in the patrol car, and transported to the Wauconda Police Department for further processing.
Yep.
I'm going to put your hands behind your back and detain you at this time, okay?
Okay, who's taking my car keys?
We'll take them with us. Do you have anything in your pockets? Stick me, stab me, poke me?
Hold on.
Just tell me. Don't just reach.
Just make up. Let's see.
Okay.
One.
Okay. Just put your hands behind your back. We'll grab it.
And what's your name?
Officer Sassolino.
What?
Officer Sassolino.
Sassolino?
Yes, ma'am. Got a lot of bracelets on here. Let go of your hand.
They're this one? Are you sure that's where I left my car keys?
Okay. Just take a little walk with me here, okay?
Yeah.
You got nothing on you? No weapons?
Of course not. Why would I be just a civilian? Do I look harmless? Do I look like I can harm you?
Hey, you never know, right? I gotta ask.
True.
Just watch your head, okay?
Yep. Can you close the door?
Yeah, 1 second.
Thank you.
Hey, is Lily over there? Can you have her come here? 11:39, Christian. I'm gonna have you pat her down for me.
31 up.
Step out real quick. I'm gonna pat you out. Yep.
Hey, 121. I have one detained at this time. We'll be transporting back to the PD.
I'm gonna take your car keys. I'm gonna have Mike's hook it.
Alright, thanks.
So I don't think it's gonna.
Oh, very nice. This one. My car keys or her car keys? Right in front there.
I don't wanna let him go into it.
Thank you. There's open alcohol in there. Yeah, good. I don't know if there's anything else. Don't call the tow yet. If I end up hooking it, we're
You want
hooking
me
her.
to just leave it?
Yeah,
I'll take
it's not a
photos.
hazard right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So if she ends up in custody,
Come in.
then we'll search it.
Can I grab photos and just come back with it?
That's fine.
Hey, whatever. Okay. Okay.
Just take pictures outside of the car for now. Just take pictures from outside of the car. 8121 will be en route to the PD. Copy starting.
Go ahead.
25273.1.
At the Wauconda Police Department, she agreed to perform field sobriety exercises. Following the conclusion of the field sobriety exercises, she was informed that she was being placed under arrest for DUI. After she was placed under arrest, the warning to motorist form was read to her and she eventually agreed to provide breath samples.
Clear with the advisor most point. That's all. That's all. Thank you. Everything's still for here. Only 10. Yeah.
Okay, step on out with me, okay? Watch yourself. Go up here to the door, okay? Take these cuffs off, okay? A little warmer in here. Again, you're not under arrest, okay? Why are you laughing?
No, I've heard this.
You've heard it before. What do you mean by that? Have you been in this position before?
No.
Well, what do you mean? Huh?
Videos, I've seen.
What?
Videos, I've seen.
I have no idea what you just said. What'd you say?
Videos, I've seen.
Videos you've seen?
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
Oh, I don't know, that's fine. You're under interrogation.
I'm gonna search you one more time for.
All right, you can take it off. I'm gonna run a test. Yeah, tired. Sorry about that. Come here. I'm gonna finish the test, okay? I'm gonna redo the eye test. All right, so I'm gonna give you a set of instructions and just follow them as best you can, okay? What I'm gonna do is stand on this line right here, this black faded line, with your feet together and your arms down at your sides for me, okay? Just hold that position the entire time, okay? I'm gonna have you follow the stimulus, which is gonna be the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only. Do not move your head. Do you understand the instructions? Okay. Let's end the eye test. All right, I know you told me how much you drank already. You said it was 3 vodka cranberries. Is that's normal for you on a weekend? Just because
Not the weekend.
I'm going to tell you why.
It's a weekday, but yes.
Well, per week you say you drink roughly that much. I'm only asking because the vertical test I did with your eyes shows vertical nystagmus. Do you know what nystagmus is? So it's an involuntary jerking of the eyes. So your eyes are bobbing up and down. And normally, vertical nystagmus is an indicator that you drink more than you normally do.
I've been up since 5 a.m., so
Okay.
that could be.
But that doesn't play a factor into the nystagmus. Okay. So that's...
I'm just tired. I'm just tired.
I understand. All right. Well, we're going to continue with the test, okay? So the next test is called a walk and turn. And I'm going to demonstrate for you, but I want you to follow the instructions as best you can, all right? So I'm going to have you stand on that line with your left foot on the line and your right foot in front of your left with your heel touching the toe. Your right heel is going to touch your left toe.
Like this?
Just like that, okay? And you're going to keep your arms down at your sides while I explain the instructions to you, okay? Hold that position, okay? If you end up stepping off the line, just get back in the position. What I'm going to have you do is you're going to take a series of 9 steps down the line, make a series of small steps to turn around and take 9 steps back. Okay, so it's going to...
9 steps forward, 9 steps back.
Yep, just let me finish, okay? So it's going to look like this, all right? And you're going to count out loud. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 9. Take a series of small steps to turn around. You're going to take 9 back. I'm going to demonstrate 3. 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense?
1, 2, 3 forward, 1, 2, 3 back.
You're going to do 9. I demonstrated 3. You're going to make a series of small steps to turn around and 9 back.
Okay.
And you're going to count your steps out loud. Each step, your heel is going to touch the toe of your rear foot. You understand the instructions?
Yeah.
Okay, you can begin when you're ready.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, go ahead and turn around. Okay. The last test we're going to do is called the one leg stand. Okay? One leg stand. So you're going to pick a leg of your choice, whichever you're comfortable with. You're going to raise the opposite leg approximately 6 inches off the ground, and you're going to keep that opposite foot parallel to the ground. So it's going to look like this. You're going to point your toes and keep your knees locked. You're going to look at your foot the entire time and count out loud. 1001, 1002, 1003 until I tell you to stop. Okay, just keep your arms down, your legs straight, foot parallel with the ground, approximately 6 inches off the ground, and count out loud.
Can you demonstrate?
Sure. 1001, 1002, 1003. You're going to go
Until
until
what?
until I tell you to stop. Okay? You understand the instructions?
I do.
All right, you can begin when you're ready.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, 1015, 1016, 1017, 1018, 1019,
Careful. Keep going, pick your foot up and continue.
1019, 1020, 1021, 1022, 23,
You can stop.
1023, 1024,
You can stop.
1025.
You can stop. You can put your foot down. We're done.
You're good.
Are you good? We're done. You can put your foot down.
Well, I can get mine.
Okay. All right. The last test I'm going to offer you is the preliminary breath test now. Okay. The same thing you refused on the street. All right. So you still have the same option to refuse. Okay. It's not admissible in criminal court. It just helps me gauge where you're at. Okay.
I still refuse.
Okay. All right. At this time, you're being placed under arrest. I'm going to have you take a seat.
Why?
For DUI.
Because I
Okay.
want to take the test?
That's not why. Whether you take the test or not, you're placed under arrest for DUI. I'm going to have you take a seat. Okay. Do you understand?
What if I want to take the test?
You can still take it.
So it doesn't matter if I take the test or
It does
not?
not matter at this point.
Why?
Okay? Because it doesn't matter. I made my decision. I'm gonna have you take a seat.
Wait,
all right?
you made your decision off of what?
Off of what I've seen. Okay? Do we understand?
What have you seen?
I've seen you fail each test.
I have not failed.
Okay.
I did.
All right. Well, I'm trained to observe these tests and determine whether you passed or failed. Okay?
Oh, so I failed.
You failed. Every single one. Please take a seat. Are you a righty or a lefty?
I'm alrighty.
Okay. Can you remove your watch and your bracelets for me? Thank you.
You made it too?
Please.
Can you pull it up?
Everything will be placed into a bag for you, okay?
Okay.
Do you have anything on that wrist?
Nope.
No? Okay. Necklace, and then your loop earrings, or all your earrings actually. You just put it down for me. I don't need to grab it.
All of them?
Yes, please. One in custody for 55.
What's your name?
Officer Sassolino.
What's your name?
Officer Sassolino.
Sassolino?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that Italian?
Sicilian.
Sicilian?
You can just put it in the bag going. There's no holes in that. It's not gonna go anywhere.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
I lose these all the time. And it's hard to find them. I'm not giving up.
Other your necklace, please. And then your ring.
Oh. I haven't had it.
Okay. All right. You said you were righty.
Yes.
Give me your left wrist then.
Oh.
Okay. All right. If you want to turn and face the table, I'm going to read you what's called a warning to motorists. And I'm going to start. I'm sorry.
If I want to, or should I?
Whatever. If you're comfortable, you don't have to move. If they print out the, just bring that in for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and repeat this. It's called a warning to motorist, okay? Warning to motorist. So I have to read this in its entirety to you. At this moment, I'm gonna start what's called a 20-minute observation. And at this time, for the next 20 minutes, you can't burp, belch, touch your mouth, okay? Otherwise, if you do, we have to restart the process.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding. I wish I was.
So basically tie both my hands up.
No, I'm not tying both hands up. I'm just asking that you don't touch your mouth, okay?
Can you please tie both my hands up then?
Why? Is your mouth itchy?
I'll probably touch my mouth.
Okay.
I'll probably forget.
Well, we're not going to do that because it's not necessary.
Yeah, I'm just
All right, so like I said, I have to read it in its entirety. Try not to ask any questions until I'm done, okay? Subsequent to an arrest for driving while under the influence of alcohol, other drugs, or intoxicating compounds, or any combination thereof, DUI, Section 11-401, leaving the scene of a fatal or personal injury accident, you are hereby notified that, as provided in Section 11-500 of the Illinois Vehicle Code, you are a first offender unless within the last 5 years of this arrest for DUI or leaving the scene, you have had a previous conviction or court-assigned supervision for DUI or a similar provision of a local ordinance, or a conviction in any other state for DUI or a similar offense, when the case of action in the same or substantially similar to the Illinois Vehicle Code, or a driver's license suspension revocation for violating Section 11-501.1 of the Illinois Vehicle Code, except in cases where you submitted to a chemical test disclosing an alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more, or any amount of a drug, substance, or intoxicating compound resulting from the unlawful use or consumption of cannabis as listed in the Cannabis Control Act for a DUI arrest prior to July 29, 2016, or a delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol concentration of either 5 nanograms or more of whole blood or 10 nanograms or more of other bodily substance for a DUI arrest on or after July 29, 2016. A controlled substance as listed in the Illinois Controlled Substance Act, an intoxicating compound as listed in the Use of Intoxicating Compounds Act, or methamphetamine as listed in the Methamphetamine Control and Community Protection Act, and were subsequently found not guilty of the associated DUI charge. 21-10-4. Considering the above, you are warned if you refuse to or fail to complete all chemical tests requested, and if you are a first offender, your driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 12 months. Or if you are not a first offender, your driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 3 years. Or if you are involved in a motor vehicle accident that caused personal injury or death to another, your driving privileges will be revoked for a minimum of 12 months. Personal injury means a type A injury that requires immediate professional attention in a doctor's office or medical facility, including severely bleeding wounds, distorted extremities, and injuries that require the injured party to be carried from the scene. If you submitted to chemical tests disclosing an alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more, a delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol concentration of either 5 nanograms or more of whole blood or 10 nanograms or more of other bodily substance, or any amount of a controlled substance as listed in the Illinois Controlled Substance Act, an intoxicating compound as listed in the Use of Intoxicating Compounds Act, or methamphetamine as listed in the Methamphetamine Control and Community Protection Act, and if you're a first offender, your driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 6 months, or if you're not a first offender, your driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 1 year. You are further warned that if you are a commercial driver's license CDL holder, your CDL privileges will be disqualified for the following time period if you refuse to submit to or fail to complete all chemical tests requested, or submit to a chemical test disclosing an alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more, or any amount of a drug, substance, or intoxicating compound resulting from the unlawful use or consumption of cannabis as listed in the Cannabis Control Act, a controlled substance as listed in the Illinois Controlled Substance Act, or intoxicating compound as listed in the Use of Intoxicating Compounds Act, or methamphetamine as listed in the Methamphetamine Control and Community Protection Act. If you have not had a prior 12-month disqualification of your CDL privileges will be disqualified for 12 months. If you have had a prior 12-month disqualification of your CDL privileges will be disqualified for life. Motorists under age 21. Are you under 21?
No.
Okay. This does not apply to you. Are you a school bus driver?
No.
Okay, this does not apply to you. It is now 1:42.
What time is it?
1:42. Your signature that I read this to you, and if you understand it. If you need to read it, feel free. If you don't understand it, now's the time to ask questions. Oh. Hey. No, not yet, because she was detained. I'm going to have one of the officers go back and search the vehicle. Oh, no, yeah, no. Don't call for a hook just yet. I want them to search the vehicle. Oh, okay. Yeah, just give me a few minutes. All right, thank you. Bye.
Driving privileges.
Yes, your driving license.
What does that mean? Like license?
Mm-hmm.
83 and Rotterdam.
Most important part of that is what you're reading right now, that part.
If you're involved in motor vehicle accident,
About your privileges if you refuse to submit to all chemical tests requested.
so if I refuse, there's a bigger cost than if I actually submit to
It's
it?
it's an automatic disqualification. If you submit, it's a lesser disqualification. For 12 months versus 6 months. Okay?
6 months if I take the test?
If you submit to the test, it is a 6-month disqualification of your license. If you refuse, it's going to be an automatic 12-month, which is a year. Okay? Now, when you apply for your driver's license, it's called implied consent, which means you already given up that right and you're stating that you're going to abide by the laws, which is why this is important.
So if I take the test, then it'll be less.
It will be less time. Yes.
Joking.
Well, I'm definitely not a comedian, I'll tell you that. So, but that's the important part that is,
Oh, I wish you were.
well, you wish I was a comedian?
You look good.
Oh, well, I'm not funny. So unfortunately, I have to give a lot of people bad news. So,
Damn.
do you have any questions?
Well, if it's like less time to get my license, then I'll take the test.
Okay, again, but you have the right to refuse, and I want to make that clear,
wait,
okay?
but you're telling me 6 months instead of 12 months if I take the test. But if I refuse, it's 12 months.
Based on a conviction.
If I were your
Correct.
sister, if I were your sister,
I cannot give you
look at
any
me.
advice.
No. If I were your sister, what would you recommend?
I don't have a sister.
Okay, if I were your daughter,
I don't have a daughter either.
if I were your mother,
Okay.
what would you recommend?
I would recommend not getting arrested for a DUI.
Not getting a test?
I cannot give you any sort of advice. Okay? I'm not.
Take the
I'm,
test or not take the test?
I'm not an attorney.
No. If I were your mother,
I can't answer that question.
take the test or not take
Elizabeth,
the
I
test?
can't answer that question. I'm going to read you your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. Okay? If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning. If you wish, you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand your rights?
Yes.
Okay.
Some of our rights.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Just sign right here, okay?
Why are your teeth so white?
Why are my teeth so white? I guess because I take care of them.
Good job.
Just sign
You
right
look
there,
great.
please. I appreciate it. Wherever the X is.
Why do I have to sign it? Because you read all
Right
this
here.
to me?
It's just confirming that you acknowledge it. And you understand your rights.
What's your name again?
Officer Sassolino. I'm going to sign it as well.
Sassolino? You
Yes.
say you're not Italian?
Sicilian. It's Italian.
Sicilian. It's still Italian.
It's Italian. It's the south side.
I like it.
Thanks.
Can you hold it?
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Oh, come on. I like your tattoos.
Thank you. Still got, what time did I start it at? 38. Still got 8 minutes with me until you can't touch your mouth, okay?
Until what?
Until you can't touch your mouth, all right?
Oh, I forgot about that. I didn't even know that.
Well, you're doing great. You're not screwing it up yet.
Totally forgot about that. Oops. Sorry, officer.
No worries, no
I
worries.
forgot there were rules.
So you're just with your mom, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My friend, my mom, my cousins. Yep. Just sitting, having a good time.
You're just headed home?
Mm-hmm.
Crystal Lake?
Mm-hmm.
You still live there?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, unless I die tomorrow or something, you know, you never know.
Hey, you don't want to put that bad juju out in the world.
No.
Don't say that.
But, you know, life happens.
I was born in the same year.
88?
Almost.
Almost 89?
89. I was an 80s baby.
I had a feeling. You look like an 89.
Do I? What does that even mean?
See, you're a Swift?
I'm not a Swiftie.
Well,
I'm not
doesn't
a
matter, you still look like a Swiftie.
If that's good, I guess it's
You look like a Swiftie, I can tell.
good. I don't even know what a Swiftie looks like.
Not too old, but not too young.
Alright, I guess that's fair.
Right in between.
That's fair. No, I'm just finishing up the observation and then I'll start. Are they clear from the call?
Yeah.
Can have one of them go search and then start a hook.
Yeah.
Did you call dispatch? Because that's why they had me call. They said there's no towing out yet.
I know, because they told me to talk out, and then they want to give me attitude.
Oh. So is there one of them out?
No, because I'm not going to tell them out until there's just crossing on that vehicle.
Okay, I didn't know who was out there.
So what happens if I take the tranquilizer? Is it better if I don't?
I can't give you advice. I
Yes,
can't.
you can.
This is totally, I can't. I cannot give you advice on what to do. This is going to be your options, okay? Your choice whether you want to submit to the test or not.
What if I fucking fail it?
Well, if you're over the legal limit,
I'm screwed.
oh, you're not screwed, but you submitted to the test, right? So that's a lesser disqualification of your driver's license.
Okay.
If you refuse, it's an automatic 12-month suspension.
That doesn't help. 12 months versus what?
6 months. Do you work full-time?
Yes.
You got kids? Mm-hmm. You drive to work? Mm-hmm. You take all that into consideration, you know?
So 6 versus 12?
6 versus 12, but you're going to have a court date too.
No matter what.
No matter what, you have a court date. Because you're going to be released today with a court date. So when you go to court,
Versus 12. 6 versus 12. 6 versus 12. So go with the 6.
it's up to you. It's up to you. I cannot give you advice. I can't tell you what to do, what not to do.
No, you can't tell me what to do. And I don't ever take man's advice, but I do take recommendations.
I can't even recommend.
I do take advice.
I'm a man and you don't take my advice. I can't give you advice. I cannot do that.
Ooh.
It's your choice. You have the right to refuse. But again, that's why I read you the warning to motorists. Okay? And by law, I have to read you that so you understand.
My gut tells me just to not take it.
Okay?
But I'm hungry.
Totally up to you. I'm hungry too.
What are we getting? Jimmy John's?
If it were open, I would. All right, 4 minutes, okay?
For what?
Don't touch your mouth.
Oh. Why?
Because then we got to start all over.
You joking?
I'm not.
Why is that a thing?
What do you mean?
Touching my mouth.
Because after the 20 minutes, then I can offer you to take the test. If you touch your mouth now, then we have to restart the time. Because it contaminates your mouth.
Really?
Yes. They by law, the 20-minute observation is required for me to offer this test. Make sense?
No.
Well, I guess it doesn't have to. But that's the way it is.
If I take the test now, 6 months. If I don't take it, 12 months.
Correct.
That's what you're telling me? So
Correct.
take the test?
I'm not saying anything. Hey, are you still back here?
You're not saying that, but that's what you're implying.
Can one of you get me a ticket number? Just for A2. On Quicket.
So why should you take the
You
test?
can log in as me on the computer if you want. No. Unless one of you are going out to the car. Appreciate it.
Can you hear me?
Just let me know what you find. There's a couple
She
of
doesn't need anything out of it though?
I don't think so. Do you need anything else out of your car? We got your wallet, phone.
Water?
You have water in your car? You can have water after this, but...
I have a water bottle in there.
Alright, well you can have water
We could
here.
probably leave that there. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna take that.
Get this one. Do you have anything else of value? Money, jewelry, nothing like that in there?
Nope.
Okay. Just document the whatever you find. Gracias.
So I should take the test. 6 months or 12 months.
Listen, I cannot tell you.
Yes, you
I can't
can.
tell you. All I'm gonna do, here's how it's gonna go.
You are 89, baby, so you can tell me.
Here's how it's gonna go. Elizabeth, I'm
No,
gonna
no,
offer
no,
you
no.
to give me a
Actually,
certified breath
it's
sample.
Lizbeth.
Lizbeth.
Not Elizabeth, it's Lizbeth.
Okay, so I stand corrected. Elizabeth, here's your opportunity to give me a certified breath sample. You have the right to refuse. Are you going to give me a sample? It's going to be yes or no. Okay?
If it actually goes against me, then no. If it will help me, then
The only person it can go against or is for is you. Nobody else is doing this. This is for you. It's not for me. It's not for anybody else here. All right? It's just part of the process.
if I were your mom, would you recommend me to do it if I've had more than 3 drinks?
I can't give you that answer.
Well, then, I can't give you an answer either.
All right.
Mr. Sassolino, I'm gonna have to back down on your offer. Because I'm a smart woman.
We almost have the same birthday, too. That's wild.
Oh my God, you're a Leo?
I am.
You are? You're gonna be 35 this year.
I am.
You're so young.
We're the same age.
You're like, not too young, but not too
A
old.
year older.
You're not too young, but not too old. You know what I mean? Well, we still fuck up. It's okay. It's like, we make mistakes. We screw up, and that's like, we have to roll with the punches.
That is true.
wouldn't be happy if I knew I was here. Let's just say that much.
If what? That you were here?
They wouldn't be happy if I knew I was here. Whoops, not about that.
Alright. I'm gonna bring you in here. Thank you. Slip your hand over from like this. I think I'm okay right now. And Christian went out there, right? Oh, booking card. You come with me in here, okay?
Yep.
Careful. Just have a seat for a second.
Just so Wauconda Police?
This is for A2, right?
Yes. Say again?
So Wauconda Police?
Yes. Can you just...
No, I'm moving.
How long are you here till?
For the shift?
Mm-hmm.
7:30.
In the morning?
Yep.
Wow. That's insane. How do you guys do it?
I ask myself that a lot.
How?
Well, somebody's got to do it.
When do you sleep?
I also ask myself that a lot.
You sleep during the day?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Oh gosh, that makes me feel old. My daughter's like, don't say sheesh. Who says that?
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Like, who says that? Stop. Make me old.
All right, Elizabeth.
No.
Now's the time.
No.
All right.
Lizbeth sounds too bad.
You told me to say it.
My name is Liz.
All right. So, if you choose to provide a sample, just take a deep breath. It's like you're blowing up a balloon. Okay? This will time out. And it will go in as a refusal automatically.
I don't know if I want to.
Okay, well.
I feel great. I feel good. But that thing may lie.
That's one thing it does not do. All right. So it'll time out. If it times out, it goes as a refusal, okay?
Wait, so if I take it, what if it's above the 0.8, the 0.08?
What do you mean, what if it's above?
Like, will I get that 6 months for supervision or the 12 month?
It'll be the 6 months. The 12 months is if it times out, it goes as a refusal.
Fine. So take it. Is that what you're telling
I
me?
didn't say that.
Mr. Sassolino?
You're gonna run out of time, so
You're telling me.
make your decision.
We can't legally tell you to blow or not blow. You have to make that decision
Right.
on your own.
Well, take a deep breath and blow hard. Blow. You have to blow. It'll tell me here, blow, 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 blow. Okay. Very good.
Was that good?
That's good. You can have a seat, okay? I'll tell you what it is.
You're not gonna lie to me?
You'll get a
You're not
copy.
gonna lie to me.
I'm not. I'll give you a copy. You take it home, frame it, whatever you want to do with it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna frame it and show my kids.
You never know.
Oh yeah, look at kids. This is what I got.
.164. That's double the legal limit.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
What state were you born in?
What state?
Or were you born in the United States?
When did you come over to the States?
When I was born.
Mom, Dad brought you?
We tried calling like 4 or 5 times more yesterday.
Who do we use as secondary? Always?
I've made everything use.
What's your middle name? What's your middle name?
Yasmin.
Yasmin?
Yasmin.
With a Z? That's unheard of. I have not seen that one.
Yasmin. Spanish.
Her breath test results indicated a back level of 0.16%, which was about double the legal limit of 0.08%. After she was processed at the station, she was transported to her residence by Officer Donahue and released with the following summonses pending her court appearance. Driving under the influence, alcohol 6 to 5 ILCS 511-501A2. Driving under the influence of alcohol over .08, 625 ILCS 511 to 501A1.
Okay. 7311 traffic stop. Fairfield at Heritage Oak Park, David Union 32631, David Union 32631.